Hello guys, and welcome to episode 6 of my Orsha campaign in Steel Division 2. Today we are continuing after what was a pretty damn cool battle in the last episode. We're in a really strong position right now. We have our AA battalion now set up. You can see the radius in which it covers, which means all of our frontline elite troops are safe now against enemy air attack, which is lovely. We're going to try and do the same down here in order to cover all of these units where they are concentrated, although there are a couple of opportunities here. Even though these have 3 action points, they are still routed, and that means we can probably attack them. Now this division here, the 26th Guards, and this one here, the 243rd, these are both HQ battalions. Destroying those would mean that they can't initiate attacks every turn, because HQ divisions always recover 3 action points. So getting rid of those would be really useful right now, and it looks like we have an opportunity to do so. I think what I'm going to do is probably attack the 26th Guards Rifle Division here. Which divisions can we use? This one only has 2 action points, so that won't be able to reinforce. Neither can this one. This one can't, I don't think. Let's select the 794th here, and we'll attack with those. Yeah, these will both come in C, those will come in B. This one can't defend itself. So we can use the 794th Security Battalion and auto-resolve that attack. It destroys the HQ battalion, which means they won't be able to attack us next turn anyway, which will give this time to sort itself out and dig in. I have noticed, though, that that is now behind enemy lines, apparently, so we're going to have to move up the 519th. Let's see if we push up behind them. Does that work? No. Maybe I'll just move in here. Yeah, that does the trick. Cool. They're no longer behind enemy lines, that's good. We can entrench them, we can set them to dig in. That would be good, and then we can have the 519th Heavy Tank Destroyer Battalion kind of just sit behind and wait for the IS-2s to attack. We have the 8th Panzer Battalion here, probably going to move them across, but we do have an opportunity to attack one of these. Let's see. This one can reinforce, I think. So we can't play that out unless I bombard them. Go ahead and bombard them. I think they're in range. Hopefully they are. Perfect. Alright, that's going to be another HQ battalion destroyed. I'm tempted to do it with the 119th Panzergrenadier Regiment. It shouldn't be able to be attacked next turn. That way we can maintain this defensive line. Yeah, it is in range, so that would be fine. Actually, if I attack with the 119th Panzergrenadier Regiment, they won't lose their dug-in status anyway, will they? So yeah, that should be fine. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Another one dealt with. Perfect. And they're still dug in. I will probably need a unit to sort of sit in between. Maybe I could bring up the 61st Security Regiment, although I really need extra troops down on this bottom side ASAP. We'll keep moving them down. I can just bring in more units here at the 25th Panzergrenadier if I need. Let's just move this one up as far as we can. I'm going to actually shift this one forwards. As long as they have 1 action point left, we can use the bombard next turn, so that's fine. And we'll move that up as far as we can. Great. They've set up AA on the top side, so we've got to remember that. We can't bring in our air force up there, which is pretty awkward. Although if they attack any of these ones below, that won't matter. I am going to have to dig all of these in, though. So let's go ahead and do that. Lovely. I'm going to move this one back slightly. I could actually use it to RT the 30th Guards, actually. That would be a better shout. Yeah, we'll do that. That way they won't be able to attack us next turn because they only recover 2 action points. So they'll just be stuck there, and that will give our infantry a chance to dig in, which is great. They can move back a bit because I don't want them to be initiated on again. I want them to initiate on the dug-in units. And I will need to move these guys up into the gap. Although I think what I'm going to do is we'll move this unit back. And I think I'll replace that unit there. It's risky. Because if they initiate onto the 61st Security Regiment when they've only got... when they've got no action points, we're not going to be able to, like, do much. And also the units either side at the moment aren't particularly safe, so... I think we'll move up a little bit. Hopefully this isn't in a position to be attacked. Otherwise they most likely will, and that would be kind of awkward. I will be able to be reinforced by the 215th Assault Regiment, I think. So that may not be the worst. This front line, I think, is fine. So we're going to move the 61st Security Regiment up here, the 3rd Battalion. That is all well and good. Right. So the top side, they're all dug in. That's great. We've moved all of these. Let's just go through this lot. I am tempted to move these closer forwards, but I think that's okay. This 178th Tank Destroyer Battalion. Probably okay to leave them where they are. I could actually move them up here. That might make them more accessible to the top side. Let's do that. It is a little bit risky because the 2nd Battalion of the 75th Guards might attack. I could bombard that one so we don't get attacked on the top side. We are definitely going to get attacked on the front here, but that's okay. We might get attacked over here as well, but I don't want to be attacked through here. Alright, on the bottom side, looks like most of this is sorted. I could probably move them forwards a little bit, but I don't want to lose too many action points. Saying that, this unit's routed for the next turn, and so is that one. Actually, I think they'll recover next turn. So they can probably attack us with both of those. I'm still going to move this up, I think, because it'll probably be arriving in B anyway. Then all of those are still dug in, so that's all good, but any units behind that I need to move or do stuff with. And this one's routed. We could probably attack this one as well. That's a HQ battalion. Yeah, we'll destroy that. Sure. Alright. We're just shifting our defensive line slowly forwards. Great. Okay. This is risky because we are starting to create gaps, but none that won't stop them. So, for example, you can see the hard line here. That means that they can't break through the middle. They have to attack one or the other. Same deal here. You can see the hard line at which they prevent units moving through. So that's actually fine for the time being. I think maybe here is a bit risky. No, they can't squeeze through the middle of those two either, so that's fine. I could bombard maybe one of these units on the bottom side. I definitely want to bombard the 345th Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment. We don't want them to attack. They are the ISU 122s. They would be quite hard to deal with. So we want to keep on top of those. There's probably going to be an infantry attack here somewhere. So getting rid of one of these... Well, they would arrive in Phase B if we hit them. So, yeah, it depends. If we leave them, they'll all arrive in Phase A when they attack one of these, which would be very difficult to fire back. Although there's nothing stopping us bringing in an aircraft down here. But there is stuff stopping us on the top side. Let me just have a look at what the composition of units is here. Alright, so we'll leave that one because there's a minimal amount of units, but the other two are full of units. So I'm going to hit, I think, the one furthest to the right, so that this unit can't be isolated too hard. That's all well and good. Right, yeah, so we got to decide now what we want to do with the 15 reinforcement points that we have. I might also take the opportunity to move this up a point. There we go. Alright. Might want to move this one over a point as well. Cool. So either bring in reinforcements at the 260th. That would be grenadiers and machine guns and a few AT guns and IGs. Or we could maybe reinforce the top side with the 481st. That might be a good idea, since there's a lot of really bad infantry here. A lot of damaged regiments as well. But this open part of the bottom is a bit risky, especially with the 260th Artillery Regiments out there. So the bottom side I think is a priority, but it may be better to bring in the 25th Panzergren Regiment units. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is bring in these guys, but instead of having them actually defend here, I'm going to send a couple of them down. One of them has AA, so that's these guys. We'll send them down for sure. That's the HQ as well. And then we have 3 of these, which I think are all more or less the same. A little bit of a different composition. This one's going to stay here and dig in with the 794th Security Battalion. And then we're going to have these 2 head down. Right. So we're going to continue moving them around and reinforce this bottom side. I'm probably going to stick one where this 260th Artillery Regiment is and have it in between those 2. I might try and squeeze one in here as well. Those ones are relatively close together, so they can probably defend each other in A anyway, and we've got all of the artillery nearby. Although we won't be able to use those to defend this turn, but that's fine. Cool. I think that's all set. We made a couple attacks. We destroyed like multiple routed units actually, which is good for us. Definitely slows them down. You can see that they lack a HQ battalion the whole way down this front now, except from here. So that's nice. Although there's another one back there, the 8th Guards. Alright, let's move on, see where they attack us. That's what we like to hear. Heavy Panzer Battalion, boys. Here we go. They have been attacked already by the 243rd Guards Rifle Regiment. This is going to be a really tough battle. Really, really tough. Actually, it depends on the composition. I think this is pretty beat up. Yeah, they're very beat up, actually. So we might be okay, although they'll probably reinforce with these guys in B. Maybe even bring in the Heavy Tank Regiment in C. This is actually quite tough to think what I want to do. We do, thankfully, get MGs. We don't really have any decent support. It's a mix between either taking the Stugs in B or the Nashorns in C in case the Heavy Tank Regiment attacks. But I think what we're going to do is probably bring the 8th Panzer Battalion in B, and then we'll bring some aircraft in form of the 1st Close Support Wing. Because worst comes to the worst, we can use the bombs to make things like IS-2s fall back, and then potentially kill them with the Stugs. We don't have any AT Ju-87s. These are all ground attack. So, yeah, we'll bring them anyway. That's fine. Bring the Stugs in B. We'll have the support from the air in Phase A anyway, so we'll have a little bit of an advantage in terms of points and how many units we can bring in, so I think that's okay. Let's tactical battle and jump on in. This could go badly, but it's not the end of the world, because this division is only a security regiment. It's nothing too terrible to lose. We do have another unit like right behind it that's going to be there to defend anyway, so we can lose this and it won't really matter. Don't intend to lose it, but you never know. What did they bring? The 35th Guards Bomber Regiment and the 243rd Guards Rifle Regiment. Okay, so we're going to have to be hot on bringing in Ju-87D5s and shooting down those bombers. Meanwhile, we are just going to set up a bunch of MGs across the board. We have loads of MG34s, this is nice. This is actually a perfect place for like loads of MGs. Right. And I'm probably going to do the same maybe here, but a bit risky having them that far forwards. I could do it here. What's the range on them? 1,500 meters? You know what? I'm not going to put any there. We're going to have them all down here. Just a line of MGs there. And then we'll put a couple of Sigerungs here. Great. And we really don't have many leaders to work with, so that's a bit awkward. But plenty of places for MGs here. Just got to make sure we are hitting them properly. I'm probably going to put Grenfjord with the MGs for the most part. Maybe worth moving that one across so that it gets the benefit of the Grenfjord there. And let's put an MG here. We'll put some Sigerungs in here. Good. Let's have those full up. Maybe have one in here as well. Any more MGs? That's fine. I'm not sure if I want to have them up on the hill here or maybe down the bottom, maybe even in here. Might be a good idea. Because they'll likely come through that light forest. I'm going to bring in that there as well. We do have some 81mm mortars. I'm going to want to place as many of these Sigerungs at the start of the game as possible. Reason being, we don't have any trucks. So infantry is going to be scarce after the start of the game. That's why I'm not buying the mortars from the start. Get a Grenfjord in there. And I guess in this case, best place for a commander would be somewhere in the middle of these two. But there's not really any decent place for it. 1,500 meters is the range required. In between it would be like here. But unless I placed my defenses further up, that ain't gonna work. Maybe what I could do is set up the machine guns on the edge of the hill here. And have my commander maybe in between. Actually, I won't bring in the commandant if he can be brought in a vehicle. Make sure to bring in the Sigerungs first. Alright, that'll do. So the left side's sorted more or less. That's fine. This is okay. That's all okay. It's a bit shallow in the middle here. The thing is, if I place units in this light cover, we're always going to get engaged from here, and we have nothing to hit them. Don't have any machine guns left. Like, I could place all of these forwards, and then maybe fall them back to the houses. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, we'll have them forwards, And then if they take a lot of damage from range, we can just fall them back. That seems like a good shout. I'll have a unit out wide, but most of the time we're just going to have them here, I think. Alright, that's it. We'll launch the battle. Speed things up. Not much else we can do from here. Need to move that forwards. I'm not sure how effective these are going to be. No, they're just going to get bombed straight away, aren't they? Alright, well, let's move away with that MG so it doesn't die as well. Okay. Time to save up for some Ju-87s. That's what we're going to be relying on from now on. As long as I can stop the infantry further away, we're all good. Alright, that's one paid for, and another in. I'm probably going to leave it near the middle. Oh, they're going to have mortars as well. Okay, so we're going to have to get in a recon of some sort, otherwise that's going to be quite obnoxious. Hopefully they spawn units just like right in front of us. And then I can strafe them. Nice, that's another infantry squad down. Go kill another. And that MG is not quite in that circle, annoyingly. In that Gavadia. Another gun runner in. Then I'm going to buy a third one, and then the next tick after that we'll buy the recon and we'll start hitting that mortar. The importance here is just to make sure we're strafing any units across the front as we go. Anything that reveals itself we need to pin down. There we go. That way our infantry doesn't take damage and they can keep firing. Another unit down. Perfect. I could maybe try and pinpoint where this is and just gun run the spot. Might work. With another Ju-87 anyway. And they're going to unload as soon as they get shot at. Annoyingly. Oh no. This is like the worst MG they could bomb. Because it's the only one that's covering this right road. And it's dead, of course. Right, let's try and kill it. We'll give it a go. Almost killed that. Very nice. Looks like we're going to be able to get onto the PE2 here as well. Oh, you are kidding me. No, MG, please. Oh, that is just savage. Alright, let's get the Ju-87 to come in here. Alright. We'll hit this SG as well while we're on it. Grab that Ju-87 and bring it across as well. That MG's dead. Oh, it's so annoying how they automatically know where like all of the MGs are, even if they haven't fired. It's just nothing I can do about that. Not enough time on target there at all. We have spotted a mortar. Good stuff. Right, we're gonna... Oh, hit that mortar as well. We've seen that. Nice. I need my other gun runners on board. And there's that one. We'll just make sure to hit that. If we see the supply vehicle, I may as well hit that actually. Nice. That pins down both of them. Wow, I didn't realize there was two there, but that's a job well done. I'm not sure if we gun run that one. I think it's gone. Okay, great. Well, one of our Schitterungs is dead. It may be worth running up with more of my Schitterungs because they're going to take a while to get here anyway. They're definitely piling across there quite well. I'm going to have to bring in some down here as well. Actually, that's not far from the spawn, so that's quite nice. That was all planned, guys, all planned. Maybe should have... I can stop one of these coming in. And I can get another gun runner next tick. So I hit the sniper, because that's going to be the one doing the damage mostly. Like that will be what kills an MG34, for example. Rather than the other units that can't even fire at it because it's out of range. Even if I just pin it down, that's good because my MG can set up and kill the units closest to it. I might also move this one across so it can fire across the river. It may be worth moving an MG here, actually. Yeah, we'll move a couple MGs over here. I'm going to move the Grenfuhrer as well. Put these ones back out. Cool. Right, let's get that close support wing in. Wonderful. We can see a mortar there. We'll go ahead and hit that. I need to make sure I'm hitting this Avtoffer. That one closest is the most important. I guess because it's too close to my MG. And I lose the MG. We're in a really, really tough spot. Right, we're going to have to bail on that building. Damn. Right, let's get the recon over here again. This is tough. This is really tough. That Avto is just running through. Oh no. That is bad news. Alright, let's bring up the Commandant maybe. That's the only thing that can affect the front line that has a vehicle. I guess we're nearly in phase B, and then we'll get the Stokes to come in, so that's not so bad. I'm just gonna make sure I discover those, and we'll give it the chain order to just kill all of these mortars for us. Cool. Right, so we're into phase B, which means we need to bring in some Stör 42s. Get them set up and ready to take on all this infantry. And then what we can do is spend the rest on more Ju-87s. I also need to get myself another recon. I need to get all of my recon online, honestly, so I can always give my units targets. Alright, let's make sure we take out that supply. Nice. We'll take out the SG. Nice. Didn't do all the damage I wanted to, but oh well. Well, there's not much they can do against the tanks now. We just need to make sure that we have enough aircraft to stop the bombers, and then we're good. So I'm going to buy both of my Ju-87s. I know there's a mortar here somewhere, so I want to get line of sight on that. And I also want to get one on the right-hand side here. Let's just strafe this one. It's right in the open. It's been hitting our citadels there, so... Just bring in another one that can run up. Well, that one's just run out of fuel. I think I'm gonna get a couple bombers, just so that I can hit stuff without having to, like, recon it. Although I've got 2 recon in the air at the moment, so I probably should hit them. That's probably going to turn into my Ju-87. Actually, it's not. Okay, that's an easy kill. Nice. That's a free bomber kill. Very good. That's another 82mm mortar there for us to kill. That's right there. Cool. And that's there. Let's go hit that. Bomber can come in and hit some of this infantry. Probably the Gvardia with DP is what we want to hit, because they have the 2 machine guns. Okay, cool. I'm just going to bring in some recon here so we can see the Aufkladder. Oh no. Oh no. The bombers. I think they're hitting the citadels. That's rough. That's very rough. Alright, we'll bring in some more tanks on this side, because otherwise things are going to get really tough. Nice. Decent bombing strike. I changed the target there because they were more concentrated. I did more damage. That is an AT gun that we're going to want to kill. Every time I want to use the Ju-87s, they're running out of fuel now. Let's see. Bring in another gun runner. Let's go. We need to gun run that ASAP, because that one's been hit very hard. Nice. Okay, good. And I think there's one over here somewhere. And these are going to have to fall back anyway. I'm actually being overwhelmed even though I have tanks in position. This is kind of ridiculous. Let's get another Stug up here. Okay, good. It's gonna be really rough. Like, my security regiment's gonna take so much damage, but it's okay. We'll get there. We'll sort it out. That's probably gonna die anyway. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna just strafe these lot. I'm looking for more mortars really, but I should probably start strafing some of the infantry to slow down their progress. Let's get some more tanks in here as well. Oh nice, my Ju-87 automatically got onto the back of the PE2. So if we had like all of our Ju-87s flying about at the right time, then we could probably shoot down quite a few of these. Oh no. That's firing at the Stur, isn't it? Can we gun run that quick? I don't think we can. Right, well. Oh, we ran out of fuel. Of course we did. This PTRS is basically stopping this Stur 42 from reloading. Gonna need some more Stugs up here. It's gonna bomb my tank. He can still kill my Sturs and Stugs with bombs if I let him. So gotta be careful with that for sure. I'm gonna put another one of these here. It's fine. Actually, we're very close to losing. We lose another point, we will start losing. So I can't let that happen. I guess I can take some back once the tanks arrive, but we won't have long to do so. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, all of these are getting shot in the open as well. That's really stupid. Really stupid of me. Right, let's kill that Gevadia. I'm gonna move the Sicherungs forwards. And I'm gonna make sure to bring in the rest of these. Okay, cool. I was gonna run out of fuel before it does anything. Defending with Stugs like this is pretty risky actually. As long as we keep that point secure, totally worth it. Wow, that sniper. You having a laugh. Yeah, no salient for you. Man, this is so hard. There are so many units. So much to do. So much to worry about. This one's nearly low on ammunition even. We'll fill that up. I think as soon as my tanks start pushing these back though, we will get lots of points back, which is what's starting to happen basically. This one's falling back though, that's not good. And there is, I think, a unit of Autos that are pushing. I'll check this out. I might be able to micro this to get onto the back. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Very nice indeed. Right, let's just hit that Gevadia. Oh, we can probably hit that one actually. That's a double kill. Nice. This is worrying. Probably being hit by an AT gun or something. I might actually lose a few Stugs and Sturs here, the way I'm playing this. Nice. This one's actually nearly dead because of the guns on the side of these PE2s. Need to micro that to get on the back of the PE2 there. It's not going to catch. Unfortunately, we're just slightly slower than the targets. Which kind of makes things awkward. It's okay when they come out behind us like this, because we can kind of micro our aircraft into getting onto the back of them, kind of like you would if you were to playing like War Thunder or something like that. And we desperately want to win this though. Oh my lord. Those bombers are actually killing the Stugs. And the Sturs. Wow, we're pretty close to losing this left side. Well, we have kind of already lost it, but I'm just going to make sure I'm bringing in more and more tanks. Wow. We can probably push forwards, we'll take that flag back. It's going to be minor defeat for us in 14 minutes apparently, but we will take back a couple flags soon. Make sure these Ju-87s are flying around back here. I think now that most of the mortars are dead, they're relying almost solely on, he says as he spots a mortar. There was another one on that right hand side, but I can probably kill it with the Ju-87. Another mortar or two. Oh well, we'll bomb that because that is an AT gun, which could be a problem. Can I kill that, I wonder? Oh, that's another AT gun. Where's my supply vehicle? It's probably dead. Yep. Do I have any on the Panzer Battalion? I do. Alright, so we'll fix that up. We'll kill that AT gun. Good. Alright, let's cut across and see if we can catch that one out as well. No. Maybe the D5. I think they're just too slow. They're just way too slow. Oh, we killed that one. Nice. Really good kill. Get all the bombers. No more bombers. No more bombers. Kill the bombers. I changed the direction of the Stör so I didn't get bombed. They're actually focusing the Stör 42 first. Like the stuff that counters their infantry. That is ridiculous. Well, I guess if I have enough of these, they can't really get past. Because I can just head on them 5 times over. Ruby. Okay, that works. Another mortar. Oh, I thought we were done with the mortars. Apparently not. Alright, let's bring in some more bombers now, and we can start bombing infantry. Let's reverse this one into territory. Cool. This has been tough, but I think we're going to do it. There is a defeat for the enemy in 4 minutes. Oh, that's going to... Oh, phew. I thought it was going to crash into my upper blitz there. That would have been rough. Wait, what? Pretty sure it was supposed to be targeting those. Never mind. We've lost so much of our security battalion, but it's okay. Everything will be okay. Very good. Another one down. Keep flying around near the spawn. Phew, this got very close. Very close indeed. But I think we've done it. I can probably even push back a little bit. It might be a bit risky, but if I can take back the ground, that would be great. That dies, we open a salient, I think. Okay, cool. Not enough time on target. Let's see if we can hit this PE2. Nice, that's good. Good enough. Stops them bombing us. I'll do. Right, any little unit like this, we're gonna bomb them from now on. Just a couple units coming through here. Let's see if we can hit those. We want to push down onto this objective so we get a major defeat. Another PE2 down. Good show. Might just kill these Studbeckers. I do want to see where that infantry is. Oh, I guess I'm just going to be guessing. They're in the light cover somewhere, I just haven't flown right over them. Right, we were pretty close with the bombing strikes, but not spot on, unfortunately. Very good. Next one, please. Oh no, we might lose that unit. They're gonna Enfiler. Turn off auto cover and just hide. And that's it. That's victory. Oh, it was only a minor victory. I needed a couple more, I think, maybe 20 points in order to get major victory. Phew. Yeah, that was close. A couple points. It was 13 to 13. And if it had gone 14 to 12, then the counter would have gone like down to 3 minutes, and if we hadn't got it back in time, then we would have lost very quickly. But 243 kills to 66 losses is a strong defense. JU87 is doing work again. We get a lot of points from killing those P2s. They are worth about 8 points each, I would say. I think that's how much they are. So that's why we get so many kills. MGs did okay. They just get bombed so easily, though. I wonder what we lost. Let's have a look at what we lost. This is probably more important. So we lost most of the MGs, which is not good. We lost a bunch of Siderungs there. Did we lose many tanks? We lost one Stur 42, a couple Stugs, another Stur 42, 2 more Stugs. Okay, I don't mind losing the Stug 3Gs because we have loads of them, but the Stur 42s, it is really bad if we lose those because they are really good for killing infantry. I think it's okay. This Avto surrendered both of those Stugs. That's pretty savage. We might have actually killed one with the grenade. But that is that. I'm happy. That could have been worse, especially if they attacked with the IS-2s. That would have been pretty ridiculous. Here comes the big boys, though. This is a big old attack. A big old attack. They won't be using aircraft because we are under AA. We're probably going to get hit by those 3 divisions, which is pretty tough. Going to be a tough nut to crack. There's a lot of AA. So I'm probably just going to bring in these guys, the 195th Assault Regiment to help us out. And then we will bring in probably just some tank destroyers. Although saying that, I don't think it would be too hard. Because if we can kill them in the open, then it'd be pretty easy. It does depend on which ones they decide to bring in. They might bring in the heavy tanks. Although these heavy tanks aren't the worst in the world to deal with. Either way, unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight this out in the next episode. Another big old defensive battle. It was a shame that last one was so long, otherwise I might have continued. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that battle. It was very tense. I think this next one might be a little bit easier. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.